Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and I'm a little late on this train ride, but today we're going to be reviewing the Studio Series 102 Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. So yeah, let's get right into it. So with Optimus Prime here, he comes with his box, and I got him when he was in the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line, which I was so proud to find. SE-102 Bumblebee, Buzzworthy Bumblebee Optimus Prime. He's got Transformers on the side, Studio Series, and then Studio Series Rise of the Beast on the top. Generations Takara Tomy. You got the beautiful image of Prime on the side right there. Plastic-free packaging, all that fun stuff, all the standard images, all the figures. On the back, we can see big screen inspired. We've got Optimus Prime in normal mode and truck mode, 34 steps. Optimus Prime and the Autobots keep watch in case of a Terracon attack, which is what his backdrop is inspired of. So we'll look at that in a second. Yeah, the Street Festival Stakeout is what it is. There's all the other things. You can see all the word stuff. On the bottom, more words. That's basically it for the box. And then with the backdrop, you can see, we just move it forward, is a scene when Prime is in position, kind of staking out when they first get to Peru, or when they're in the city that they need to get through in Peru. So you can have Prime kind of just stand on that. He looks good. Standing up there. So yeah, that's kind of it for all the cardboard stuff. I'm just gonna squeeze it out of there. But so other than that, now we just get into the figure itself. And so this Optimus Prime looks amazing. He's got the great red and blue colored plastic, which is really nice. A lot of some paint. The Autobot decals look really nice. Silver paint on the chest. And the windshield wipers are painted as well. Gunmetal gray on the abdomen. And there's normal gray here. Not a big fan of how much this sticks out, but I mean, it works for what it's supposed to do, and it's fine. And you can see this front section is painted gunmetal over blue. You can see it right there. And then the yellow on the hips, and gray plastic, and blue plastic, painted gunmetal, silverish gunmetal in the wheels, and blue feet, hollow, but blue. And then you got all the ports for the sword. We'll look into in a second. Then just on the back, more ports for different accessories and alt mode and all that. On the back, he cleans up very nicely. He's got no backpack, basically. And so, yeah, articulation for Optimus Prime is at a ball joint at the head, which can go a full 360. Can look down a little bit, can't look up that far. And then at the shoulder, full 360 rotation on a friction joint, which is pretty tight on my figure. And then an inside shoulder joint, which still works. And then you can manipulate this inside joint a little bit. You move this, you kind of manipulate it to get some different range of motion if needed, if that's what you need to do, which is nice. He's got a full 360 bicep rotation. He's got double jointed elbow, which bends further if you bend this joint first, like that, and then bend the upper joint. You get a deeper range of motion, but it doesn't matter. You get a lot of articulation that way. And then you also have a wrist swivel and a wrist inward and a slight outward movement due to transformation. So then he has a ab crunch to 90 degrees, leaves the back kind of hollow, but a very functional ab crunch, which seems intended. And then full waist rotation unhindered, and then flipping his very small side skirt up. The legs can kick forward on a drop-down hinge very far. They can't kick back that much, unfortunately, due to them being on a drop-down hinge, but that's okay. And then you can't do the full outward. That's about as far as you can go. Not the full 90, but pretty close. Then at the knee, get a little bit over 90, about 110, 120 maybe. And then the feet are on a hinge, and a ball joint, so standard pivot, then using the ball joint and And the hinge, you get almost 90-degree of ankle tilt, which is nice. Then foot can tilt up and down on that ball joint and swivel, which is all good. So he's very posable for a mainline Optimus Prime figure, which is very nice. And so accessory wise, he just comes with his sword that he deploys multiple times within the movie, just cast in blue, painted that dark gunmetal silver. And so then the ways you can attach it is you can use this peg to attach it onto the forearm like this. You can have that look, or you can use this peg and attach it into this port and have it stick a little more slim in the arm if you really want to, and that's one of the reasons why the hand can fold down to make room for this peg on this side, so you can have him slashing at Battle Trap and Scourge and all that. And then, or you can just have him hold it like an actual sword, which is also an option. Maybe he needs to do some practice sword fighting for the Bayverse. I'm kidding, I promise. It was a joke. He's not actually part of the Bayverse. It's a different universe and all that. And then you can use the same tab on the back into these smaller two ports for weapon storage, like that. So it just stores on the back if you don't want him to hold it. And then the other accessory is his arm cannon. It's very small but very well detailed. See all the different sculpting details, little dial, little spike, and all that. So, taking Prime, you just open this panel up, flip his hand in, and out reveals a peg that you need to plug into this hole, like this. Then referring to his box, it is supposed to be like this, with that little tab facing down, according to the box. So now he can take back Scourge's key and then take off his head. And so, that's pretty good. And obviously you can have him with a sword on the other arm as well. Just gonna mix and match it, make sure it's facing the right way. Yeah, so he's ready to go up against Scourge and the Terracons. He's fully armed up. But yeah. So we'll get into size comparison in just a second. But yeah, let's get into it. So here we have Optimus Prime with the two Autobots I have from Rise of the Beast, that being RC and Bumblebee. So I think they look pretty good together. You can see they scale relatively well with each other. And so yeah. And then aside from the Autobots, I also have Maximals, which include Cheetor, which is right here, and Rhinox, which is one of the newer ones I have. Fortunately, I don't have Erza with me. Seem to have misplaced her for the moment. I think I know where she is, but I think she's about a similar size to Bumblebee, so use that information as you will. But yeah, Prime looks pretty good next to the two Voyager Maximals. And then the only Terracon I have is Battle Trap. I'm going to show off the chain I have for him. How do you find that? It's real quick. And then here is Battle Trap, the only Terracon I have so far. And then just here he is with his chain as well, that I showed off in a previous short. But yeah, if he wants to hold it, you guys could see him with his signature weapon. But yeah, so I'm glad I got that upgrade kit, and it makes Battle Trap even more devastating next to Optimus Prime, which will meet his fate soon enough. So to transform Optimus is somewhat complex, but once you learn it, it's pretty simple to remember. So first off, you want to fold down these panels all the way around, and flip open this section like that, and flip open this arm panel, fold in the hand, then fold that panel back down, rotate the arm 180 degrees to where this panel is now facing out, and then you want to fold this panel down 180 degrees like that. Just gonna leave the arm like that for now. Do the same thing on this side. Open the arm up, fold that in, do this like that, fold the arm around, And then just take this trapezoid piece and flip it around. And then you want to take his chest, open it up, take this gray panel, flip it up to just like stops, and then pull down on his head and put your thumb right here to create leverage, and pull this forward until it clicks, and just fling it around, and it'll just sit like that. You want to leave his windshield open for now. And then you want to take this back piece, fold that down, fold at the ab crunch all the way around. Then it's easier just to fold his arms up, rotate 180, then make sure to fold the wheels out like that. Then with his arms up, it helps to bring this joint down, bring his arm down, and fold at that upper elbow joint like that. And then just bring his arm in as you close the windshield. Should all look like this so far. Then with this panel down, fold this down, and that tab will go into that slot right there. Just situate yourself, and just fold this up until it clicks into place like that. And then same thing on the other side. We'll fold the arm down like that, bend, fold in, close the windshield like that, and fold this up, then fold that gray piece down as well. Then you want to take these Autobot symbols and fold them down just like that, and then you want to take it to where these tabs will go into those small holes, or those pegs will go into these holes. I always flip it. And then just bring it up. It is a lot smoother compared to the Bumblebee movie version of this figure, which is very appreciated, like that. And then what I always do is take one leg and put this peg into that hole right there, just like that, and just kind of leave it there. You can fold out the gas can. Then with the other legs, swing it open, and so you can kind of see what to do on the inside. You want to open up the shin piece, fold this blue piece around, take the foot on the ball joint, fold it 90 degrees. I'll be able to see easier there, but there is that slot right there in the foot. It's going to go into that tab, just like that. And then you want to take this blue tab will go right there. Then this tab will go in there, and then this port will hold that peg. It's a lot of stuff, but you should be able to do it in that order. Just go down, in, and in, and there you go. That's half of it done. Make sure the gas can stays folded out, and just repeat on the other side. Fold this up, fold that around, fold the foot in, like that. And then for weapon storage, it happens a little early. Before we're finished with the actual transformation, you want to take the sword, orientate it this way, and use that peg into that port right there. Just like that, and just fold it down. And that's weapon storage for the sword. And then you can close the legs with this peg. We'll go into that port, like that. Close it all up. Then same thing like we did for this side, just opposite. So fold it down, and just make sure all the tabs are lined up, like so. Move it around a little bit. Make sure everything's nice and orientated properly. Everything's still tabbed in. Gas canisters to fold it out. And that's Optimus Prime in his truck mode. And then just to store the blaster as well, you just want to take this and on either one of these tabs, I usually do it this way, and just take this tab into this port right there, just like that. That's all the weapon storage, and this is Optimus Prime in his vehicle mode. So here we have Optimus in his vehicle mode, and holy crap does this look nice. He's got a lot of silver paint on the front with that silver stripe going across the front, on the grill as well. He's got that cow catcher or whatever you want to call it. There's that big old front aggressive grill, the same silver we saw in robot mode. Then black paint apps for the windows on this side and the translucent there. Then we've seen the wheels already and gas tanks molded in silver, molded in gray, and a lot of the same details we saw in Robo Mode. Just kind of flipped around. You can see some new details there. Nothing new on the feet, really. Yeah, there's the top of the figure. There is the bottom. So he looks really good. He rolls very well. Kind of I have a slippery surface, so it's a little difficult for him, but he still rolls. And so then we have Bumblebee and RC once again. They look pretty good. Obviously, RC is way too big in vehicle mode, but you can't really help that in a toy. And then we have Battle Trap. They don't look too bad side by side. So pretty decent for a Voyager scale. And then we have the two Maximals, Rhinox and Cheetor. Get everybody into frame. They look pretty good together. And this looks more or less accurate to the film of just how giant the Maximals really are. Yeah, those look pretty good. But yeah, that sums it up for Studio Series Optimus Prime. And real quick, I just think it's funny. Here he is with the Studio Series Revenge of the Fallen Megatron. It's just kind of like my favorite Megatron design from the live-action movies. It was one of the best Optimus Prime designs, I would say. Yeah, he's kind of similar scale with the Michael Bay Optimus Prime from the trilogy, actually. So yeah, just a funny little comparison before we end off the video. And so that's the end of my review for the Transformers Studio Series Rise of the Beast 102 Optimus Prime. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I love this figure a lot. I'm busy beating up Battle Trap right now, so you can't say any words, but I definitely recommend if you can pick this figure up if you can find it. I got lucky finding it with the Buzzworthy Bumblebee line at Target, and so get him if you can. If not, just wait till he becomes a standard Studio Series release, because they've done that before, so I would assume they would do it again with this figure based on how popular he is. Yeah, once again, this is Studio Series 102 Rise of the Beast Optimus Prime. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.